doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, what is going on today, son?
What's the word, man?
Bro, you have done a lot in a short span of time, man. You how old are you, bro?
Man, 28.
28, yeah.
Just turned 28 this summer.
You're generating millions and millions and millions and millions of streams, man.
Yeah.
You have your name behind iconic artists and also NBA players too, man. We can't
Yeah.
forget Gelo Ball is an NBA player and a rapper at the same time. But you were also placed on NB2K 26.
Yes,
which
sir.
is insane, man. That must have been like the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Right? Because
man.
we all grew up playing 2K, right?
Yep.
Tell everybody where you're from, bro.
So I'm from Detroit, born in Detroit, grew up in Oak Park and Detroit. I went to Ferndale High School. I went to college at Central Michigan. I started off in Oak Park, like in the basement, just cooking up with my pops and stuff, watching him DJ, things of that sort. And it just really inspired me to just keep pushing at it. Made it like a little hobby or whatever at first. And then all my friends got involved, started teaching them how to do it. Started doing it 24/7 in high school, took it to college, started making money off of it. And then once COVID hit, I took off from there. Honestly, I moved out to LA for 2 years, did what I had to do there, running up in studios and stuff like that, selling beats. I was a vocal celebrity coach assistant with Nick Cooper from American Idol in Burbank, California. Did a lot of stuff, modeling, things of that sort. So that's my little, background. Moved back to Detroit around 2022, started doing my thing, still cooking up and all of that. So, and just met up with Gelo, and then we just started making shit happen for real.
What was your earliest signs of success as a producer? Like, what was the first signs that, like, okay, I got the talent for this and people are actually wanting me?
So the first sign was when I started making instrumental albums. So I started making instrumental albums my junior, senior year of college. I want to say back in like 2019. And I started pushing them. They started using them at the college, at the school for like big events and stuff like that. And then I ended up getting beats put in like Spotify playlists. And then people start seeing them on like cleaning the house playlists, things of that sort. I started getting streams from that. And I'm like, wow, I could really just make beats and just put out beats for a living, like how artists put out, songs and albums and stuff. And I started making money off of that. And I was like, yeah, I could really do this. And I had somebody from LA hit me up and was like, yeah, you should come out here. I could try to get you in the right positions. And that's when it all started happening for real.
Amazing, man. So
Yeah.
right there, you had to have been highly inspired. Just be like, all right, let's push this now.
Yep.
You said your dad was involved in music. What was his history?
So he was DJing around Detroit back in the day, like just parties, weddings, things of that sort. They call him Ice. So just him doing that and trying to get me involved in DJing. At first, I wasn't with it. Like that wasn't my hobby. He wasn't trying to force me to DJ or nothing like that. So he took a different route and was like, let me use all his other equipment. So I was like, yeah, okay, let me play the piano. I actually took piano classes at Wayne State when I was 12. And then he just started showing me like the drum pad, the MPCs and stuff like that. I'm like, I kind of like this. And I feel like drumming is like my go-to thing for real. And I always wanted to actually become a drummer, but my mom wasn't having that. She was like, yeah, you make too much noise as it is. Don't be doing all of that. So just stick to the piano. I just stuck to the piano for real.
So you already had music theory incorporated in you before everything took off.
Yeah.
You understood the fundamentals and everything, but then you also had your own like substance and nature to know how you wanted things to sound, which is dope as fuck, right?
Yep.
Talk about after you noticed, you said you started noticing things started to take off. What were the signs that things were taking off? What were like the first things happening for you?
I would say just the attention. Everybody wanted beats. Everybody wanted me to come to the studio. Everybody wanted something, just to see me or want me around. And I was just like, yeah, that's like a good feeling, obviously, just to be able to create. Because I'm a genuine creator. So when people want to create with me, it's just like a good feeling.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, they could have been creative with me. You know how that go. But when you start to see the success, it's like, why not? Like, and I be doing shit off the love too. So people just like that. I don't be charging a lot or nothing like that, nothing crazy. So I just be trying to like just make the best music possible with people. And yeah.
Were you mainly working with Detroit artists in the beginning?
Yeah, like Clay, Doughboy Cash Out, like
Sure.
Clay, Keys, MDV, Vaughn. I'm working with Jade now. I don't know if you know her.
Of course I know Jade.
And then
She's been on here like 2 or 3 times.
damn, it's a lot of people I work with. Stewie, you know Stu Up.
course,
That's
yeah.
my dog. Yeah, a lot of people, man.
But
Bezo, 22 the boat. We got a song. We got me and 22 working on some new shit too. We got some 2000s type of music. You know, that's our little thing that we doing.
That's cool.
And that's really why I'm trying to expand in the city with like the 2000s type of thing, or like that Baton Rouge era, you know, the Gelo shit, or you know, it's a little bit of that too.
Some New Orleans vibes in there and shit.
But still got the Detroit drums though, so that's what I do. I usually take stuff from, you know, from everywhere around the world and try to add like my little twist to it, my Detroit twist.
That's very cool, man. So Gelo, obviously, you guys do prolific numbers together, and it seems like you guys have built like a really sustainable relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How did that begin?
So it actually started through Instagram. So, you know, just reaching out to him. I saw his tweaker post on Neon's TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok, but somebody had sent it to me. He was like, yeah, this seems like the sound. One of my friends was like, this seems like the sound kind of beats you're making right now. You should send him something. So it took me a little minute. I think the next day I was like, all right, I put together a pack or whatever, and then I sent it over to him, and he started messing with it. So I hit him up on Instagram. I just sent him a pack, and he looked at it, went through it, and it was like, oh yeah, and then sent me his phone number, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this, that, and the other, and then woke up with the songs damn near ready like the next day almost.
Damn.
Yeah, he quit.
So Gelo took your pack and created a
He quit.
mix right away with all that.
Yeah, and then, you know, from there, we just started talking. He was like, yeah, can you make some more shit for me, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah.
Did he ever tell you what it was, like what he heard from your beats that he like appreciated?
Not at the beginning. Now he does. Like, he liked the energy of my drums and stuff. So that's what he really liked. But at the beginning, no, he was just like, give me some, you know, some different type of vibes or whatever. I'll mess around with him. And then he found his, you know, his lane.
Is this more when he was heavy in the league? Like he was like focused heavy in the league, or was this kind of a little after the league? Like when he was kind of more focusing on music?
This was around December last year.
Oh wow. Okay,
yeah.
so he was kind of like
this
already
was all new. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all new.
Yeah. He's fucking in the NBA, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out Zoe too. I think it's his birthday today. I think
Williamson?
So. No, it's Zoe. LiAngelo Ball.
Oh, LiAngelo Ball. Because you guys are close like that. You can call him that shit.
Yeah.
I see,
but I'm gonna put a little hint out there. LiAngelo making some hit music too. Don't forget that. LiAngelo got some hits on the way too.
So do you guys meet up often? Do you guys get to hang out and tour and stuff like that?
So he's on tour now. Unfortunately, I can't be on tour, but he did invite me out when we had the Michigan event with Kevin Gates or whatever. So I did go to that. But he's on tour. I did hang out with him for Rolling Loud. You know, he brought me on stage and all of that. That was pretty dope. And we kicked it there, a few parties there out in L.A. Other than that, we supposed to be linking back when you get off a tour, but that's it.
What was it like when you seen that song drop and you guys basically bang out 1 million?
Man, it was crazy. I mean, I kind of had a feeling, the label had a feeling that it was going to do great. A lot of people had a feeling it was going to do great. Like a lot of games and TV shows, things of that sort.
Yeah.
So I knew it would blow. I didn't think it would get to the point to where it get a Grammy consideration, but I am proud of that, which is, you know, that's major for me. That's like one of my biggest goals, to actually win one. So I didn't expect it. I mean, I expected it to blow up, but I didn't expect it to get this far. And
yeah.
I love it. I love every moment of it.
What doors did it open for you after that, after people seen what you were capable of and reaching those volumes of numbers?
So the biggest door is basically, I would say just collaboration with other people. It opened a lot of doors for me to work with a lot of, you know, producers from around the world. Been working with guys from Europe, you know, Canada, things like Nigeria, Australia. Like I've been working with a lot of producers, and I'm not just staying in one lane either. Yeah, I do like R&B, I do world stuff, I do trap, I do like I said, the 2000 sample, all of that. So it really opened a lot of doors for me to work with like big time producers, like Grammy winning producers, Billboard producers, things of that sort.
Which producers?
I can't really name all of it. It's a lot. Just know it's a lot.
I got you.
I don't want to put no names out there.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
And shout out, I do got to shout out my dog, MIAJC, man.
Yep.
SOTS, man.
Yep. He's been on here, man. He's prolific with that shit too. He's legendary, man, coming from the city too, bro.
Yeah. So he actually helped he actually helped like just make sure I was going in the right direction once Law and Order dropped and things of that sort. So he was just making sure that I was doing the right things when it came to my, my royalties, publishing, all of that. He's just looking out for me, showing love.
That's dope, man. So when you were creating these projects for Gelo, is there extra consideration compared to just working in general, or is it like, do you always just go off of what your vibe, what you're feeling? Like, what's your process when you're actually creating or crafting?
So, two different answers for this. The songs that we end up using, one of them was fresh, but one of them was from the year before in like April, and I never expected that one to get used, that beat to get used for Law and Order. It was the first time I actually made one of those type of beats, and it was like a Baton Rouge type beat, and I'm like, I remember watching a YouTube video back then and trying to, just seeing how I should do it or how I should come about it my own way. I did that, end up sending it to him, like I said, and it hit. I didn't expect that to be the one. I didn't like it at first.
Which song were we talking about?
Law and Order.
Oh, okay,
the beat for it.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't like my beat at first, but then he rocked with it. I'm like, all right. And then he put some lyrics over it, and it was fire. But now, when I'm cooking up for him now, I'm thinking about energy. We all about energy now, because now it's like get the crowd moving. He got some bangers, he trying to just keep rolling out big-ass bangers. Just keep it moving. And it's all about energy, BPM, like super hype stuff, whatever. Smacking 808, smacking snares. So that's the vibe we on, and that's what I think about when I'm creating. I kind of get in a hyped up vibe.
You got to get yourself amplified?
Yep.
How do you get your energy up?
I don't really drink, smoke, nothing. I really just
coffee?
It sounds crazy. I just might just get a Red Bull for real. I mean, I'm already turned as a person. Like I got a lot of energy. I did just wake up from a nap, but I do got a lot of energy, so I just be very, just turned by myself.
Yeah, you're just ready to go. Especially it's so motivational knowing like the content that you're going to put out is going to actually get somewhere, right? I feel like a lot of producers get stuck in a thing where they're creating these crazy ass beats and then they got to give it to somebody. They don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that beat, if it's going to take off or not.
Yeah.
But with Gelo, because he's so skilled and he's so involved and he's got such high volume reach, it's going to bang out when you guys do something together, right?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell, man. So you're like in a really good position right now, man. You're working globally, right? You said like you got access to the entire world now.
Yeah.
What's been the challenges of creating different variants of beats for different types of genres of music?
I would say the biggest challenge is not thinking about who it's for. Like just creating and not thinking about who it's going to, or thinking about how many views I'm gonna get from it afterwards, or like just don't think about anything else. That's like the hardest part, but you have to do it if you want to create the best thing you can make. And I literally cut off everything. I don't care about if it's going to do numbers or if I'm going to get money off of it or none of that. It's like, okay, I want to listen to something. I want to listen to these sound waves or whatever it is, this file or whatever. I want to add on some stuff, or I want to do this and that, or I want to start off with this way, start with these VSTs or whatever, and just go full throttle. Just keep going until you feel like you done creating at that moment or whatever. And then you give it your all. And then at that point you stop, piece the shit together, and then you can just send it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hard part, is just staying out of your head and trying to make stuff for people and just overthinking it. It's real simple. One of my friends told me this. He said, when you making beats, think about the word KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Like as an acronym. So I always think about that when I'm cooking up and stuff.
Yeah, that's true artistry.
Yeah. So same with rapping too. I rap as well. I'm getting back in that bag. I'm just gonna touch on it briefly, but I'm putting out a tape. One of my guys actually supposed to be here right now. Poppy Ty, official Poppy Ty on Instagram. We're doing a collab tape, dropping at the start of 2026.
Cool.
I'm producing all the beats, rapping on at least 4 songs on it, and we think we're gonna give it a big push for the industry.
What do you think the producers upcoming right now? What do you think the biggest guidance you could give them is? If you had a room full of upcoming engineers and producers right now, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't worry about the fame. That's all it, like, don't worry about the fame. Don't worry about charging right now, like too much, like waxing people and stuff like that. Just create, bro.
You think producers are overcharging a little bit?
Some people are, and it be some people that don't even, do any, like, have any placements and stuff like that. They'll charge you to collab. You be to help somebody, they'll charge you. It's just a lot of stuff. So just create. Everybody that's blowing up or whatever, producers that's trying to make it, just create, see what you can learn from people. That's the number one thing. People don't like to learn. People don't like to open up themselves to listen to people, especially, you know, around here. They like to think like straight ahead and think they know it all. And that's a big downfall for up and coming producers. You just got to be open to learning, bro. There's so many new things you can get from people.
I swear, bro.
You can learn something from everybody.
Never stop learning, right, man?
Yeah.
We think we figured it all out and we haven't figured out shit. You know, so you're constantly reinventing. You're constantly thinking like, how do I keep myself fresh, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna act like I don't know nothing in every room I'm in, just so I can learn. I might know more than everybody, but I'm gonna act like I don't know.
Have you been in some rooms where you were surrounded by people? You don't have to name anybody. Where you were like, God damn, this is insane that I'm in this room right now. Have you been in those predicaments yet, or are you more like isolated when you do your work?
I say it. I wasn't making no beats or nothing, but I did end up at Jamie Foxx's house one time in LA. That shit was crazy.
What was his house like?
His house is crazy, bro. It's man, I can't say where it's at, but his house is fucking huge. He got like a fucking studio in the back. Y'all probably seen it on that Kanye documentary. I was in that studio that he had in his backyard area. So that was like one of the wow moments of my life. And I didn't even know that until afterwards when somebody saw my my post on my Instagram story, whatever. You know how they got the little stories I don't know what that shit called, on your page. And then somebody was like, oh, highlights. You're in the studio that Kanye was made, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, for real? I didn't even know that.
It's not like that.
I thought this was Jamie Foxx's house.
Like, can you hear me, man song or whatever? How's it? Can you hear me, man? That's Jamie Foxx, right? Am I tripping? That's Jamie Foxx and Kanye. That was the documentary made about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that though at the time.
That's crazy.
I didn't know. I thought I was just at Jamie Foxx studio.
So you didn't see Jamie when you were there? You were just
chilling? I did. Yeah,
so how did you not know it was his house?
No, I'm saying I didn't know they shot that in his studio at his crib.
What was like meeting Jamie Foxx, man?
It was smooth, bro. He seemed really like not uptight. Like he seemed real chill, but on TV you'll think he like, I don't know, like real serious or something. Nah, he real chill, bro. Real chill.
Just like a regular dude type shit?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell, man.
Real chill.
So that's crazy that you got to be in that studio, man. You didn't cook up though. You were just chilling. You were just
I ain't cook up or nothing.
One of the guys now. Just cruising.
I've been out with one of my little friends that invited me. She was my manager at the time. But yeah,
man, you sound like you're living the life, my boy. Just going coast to coast, just partying, having fun, and making music, bro.
Yes, sir.
Just living the dream, son.
Locking in too, though. And still getting that work done too. You know, so. You know, I'm always down to collaborate here too. Always cook up some more stuff for the city. I got some stuff on the way with some artists too from the city. So
what you got going on, man?
I'm working on a few things with Jade right now. I'm really trying to like push more of her music, her R&B music and stuff. Probably some club stuff. Shout out my friend Angel, Foreign Angel. You know, we trying to do some turned up beats.
Angel too. That's crazy.
Oh, you know her too?
I met Foreign Angel. She was dating my friend. 2017. He was like a comedian on Instagram, but she was really cool. She was really cool. But yeah, and then Jade too. Jade's been on here a couple of times. She had a fire. Her last tape was fire. I think it got underheard a little bit. She had some nice ass beats. But she's talented as hell, man. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Her and then Clay still. Me and him working on something.
Yeah.
Just everybody I've been working with. You know, we all putting out new stuff.
Yo, who do some of the producers from Detroit that you appreciate?
Like I said, number one, JC, just showing love when he didn't have to. He really like just looked out for real when it came to just set me up in an engineering session one time and just let me engineer a few of his homies, and I was just getting the hang of it. So that was like a big learning lesson right there, just getting involved and going out my way to going out his way to try to fit me in, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that for real because it helped me level up. When it came to my engineering skills, for real.
Amazing, man.
And then another person, I would say, he's not a producer, but he's more so an engineer. And his name is MDB Vaughn. So that's the guy who taught me how to engineer, which led me into, you know, recording myself in artistry as well. And he took me to certain studios to link up with other producers and things of that sort. But other than like collaboration wise, or other producers from the city that I collaborate with, it's not a lot of them that I do.
Did you follow the Detroit producer game? Like, do you know the history of the Detroit producers? Like you hit like Payroll and Helluva and everybody and people like help dominate Dame Dot and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys pretty much laid the foundation for like the Detroit sound. You know.
Oh, I do want to say,
Yeah.
damn, John Boy, cold as fuck.
John
He
Boy's
cold
legendary.
as fuck with the beats and rapping.
Oh yeah.
He definitely an inspiration from the city. Just him rapping and producing beats, you know. So
Yeah. Every group had payroll rapped and made the beats. You know what I'm saying, man?
mhm.
And they say right now that the Detroit's like first day out was one of the first chances for the entire world to hear that kind of Detroit feel, that like Detroit emotion.
It definitely
coming through.
was. I feel like.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think that there's gonna be like a new wave of sound coming from engineers? Do you think like a new wave is already happening?
I do. I don't want to say it because I'm waiting on it for my album. I mean, my tape that I'm working on for the start of 2026. It got something to do with pop, though. I'll tell you that.
So you guys are gonna start mixing things up a little bit.
Yeah, it got something to do with pop.
You feel like the scene right now, do you think hip hop and rap is afloat right now, or do you think it's getting too repetitive and that's why there's a change happening?
It's a repetitive thing right now. And I think everybody trying to find the new thing, which they shouldn't try to find. It should just happen naturally, which I feel like it is. But they are trying to find a new thing. Everything is repetitive. And then you got to think about it too. We got all this weird shit going on with this AI artists and stuff like that, and so everybody just trying to find their lane, and then I hopefully stay away from that stuff. But I'm not gonna knock it, but I just wouldn't do it. It take away from creativity.
Yeah, AI beats are coming. You know what I'm saying? All that shit.
Yeah.
You never know.
Take away from me too. No.
I swear that's why the face card matters more than ever. I keep telling everybody, bro, make sure your face card is good, because right now, if people are following your story as a person, as you, Tommy, then in 5 years, 6 years, they follow that story, they know you are you.
Yeah.
But AI might come out and you don't even know that you're following a robot for the next 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is important.
That's why
I know
I started
I'm good
going
because
hard.
I'm like, them motherfuckers have known me for 10 years now.
Yeah,
so I
everybody know you.
You ain't going to be no AIL out there, some guy who looks like me or somebody doing the same shit because I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the creating process to... I kind of want to inspire some people to get to your level. I want people to get to where you're at, because a lot of producers have been engineering and making beats for decades and they just cannot figure it out.
So you want me to tell you what separates me?
Yeah.
Basically?
Yeah.
So everybody that I've been hearing, they already got it. People already got it. Even the people just starting out, they got it. You just gotta get yourself in the right room and start networking. You gotta start talking to people. You can't be scared, bro. Like, if you got an opportunity, you gotta go take that shit. And when I was out in LA, I learned that. I learned that the hard way. It was times I just went to a studio, random ass studio. I ain't had no session. I walked in that bitch and I went to every room and was like, y'all need some beats, y'all need some beats, y'all need some beats. So it's just about communicating, connecting with people, being in rooms that have people that do more than you, make more than you, and wanting to learn from them. Like, if you think about it, I'm around millionaires when I go out to LA, because they all hoop, they all making music, they got record deals, all of that. So if I'm in a room with people who make $1 million, I'm gonna ask them some questions like, how you get to this, how you get to that, what's the steps for this, or how do you manage your money, how are you doing this, how are you keeping up with your fan base, things of that sort. Like, you just gotta get yourself in the right rooms. And I was the same way. All of this just started happening like this year for real. And I've really been making beats for like 10 plus years. So it's just like,
damn.
Yeah, it's gonna click when you start going into them rooms, and you can make that shit happen as fast as you want. You keep getting in them rooms and just talking to people, networking, DMing them. Don't give up. Even if you get turned down, you fail, just do it again. Fuck it. It should make you go harder for real.
Do you think engineers and producers should be investing in artists more often without having to take money from them? I know earlier you said to work on collaborations, but do you think sometimes you should just look at an artist and be like, look, man, I'm just going to work with you on this, even though I know you don't got much clout, but I believe in you?
I agree with that. But it would have to make sense to where that engineer or producer not solely living off of just you and your money. You know what I'm saying? If it's that case scenario, you pay the man, or pay the producers and the engineers. But when it comes to just trying to make the best thing or great music in general, just don't have money as a factor until after the shit over with. Until the bit, all of that shit is over with of creating.
Absolutely.
Because I don't like when people first come in and be like, all right, how much you charging? Or because it's not even about that. It's about energy. Either we gonna lock in and we just naturally vibe and we can create some shit, Or we don't vibe, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I ain't really feeling this session or whatever. We'll cook up another time. This don't feel like the right time to do it. I've had that happen before, so.
It's amazing, man.
So yeah, it's all about energy.
Is there any projects you can announce, man? Is there anything that people can look forward to from you?
Just this, right now, the only thing I can speak on is this song with Jade coming out. I don't know if she named it yet, but we got two R&B songs coming out soon.
For sure, man. Appreciate you being on this, man. I'll get you back on soon. We get an update after maybe the project drops. Get you guys probably both on here.
Yep.
Chop it up about the tape. Good to get an introduction from you just so people know you are. I asked a lot of people about you, man. Shout out my boy Damn Johnny for making this happen. He was the one who first hit me up. Johnny hit me up. He's like, you got to get my boy Thomas. I was like, I already know Thomas, but now that you're saying it, let's go. We got to make it official. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I didn't know it was going to be a possibility because everybody's doing so many different things and you're working on such a global level that it's like, we don't even know if motherfuckers are going to be able to ever come on this bitch.
Yeah.
But you made your
It
time.
ain't like that with me, though. I if you from the city, I'm going to show up, you know?
For sure.
Like I said, I woke up from a nap, I came here.
I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you doing this, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Hello Visual Shooting Productions. We're out. Peace. Bye. Yep.